Welcome to the City Current Show, powered by Higginbotham Insurance and Financial Services.
This show focuses on sharing good news and powering the good in our community. Now here's your host, City Current CEO, Jeremy Park.
Welcome back to the City Current Show, powered by Higginbotham. I'm your host, Jeremy Park. We're always honored to bring you inspiring stories of individuals and organizations making a difference, empowering the good. And that's why we're honored to have with us one of the recipients of the 38th annual Catherine Strobel Volunteer Awards with Hands On Nashville. He's a winner in the category of social justice impact. We're talking with Larry Powell. He's a board member with 413 Strong. Larry, how are you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Doing well. You have a powerful story. You're making a powerful difference. And so let's start, before we talk about 413 Strong, let's start with your background, your story. So give us a little bit of your background and some of the massive adversity you faced in your life.
I grew up in the 37208, which was once the highest incarceration rate around the world at one point. A lot of families went to prison from that generation of group of people that I grew up with. A lot of us ended up in prison. You know, growing up in the 37208, my everyday, Tuesdays and Thursdays, entertainment would be when the Vice would come and make drug busts. The Vice would make drug busts themselves. And once the buyer has purchased the drugs, the Vice will arrest them. That was when marijuana was a hot thing. Then crack took over. And once crack hit the neighborhood, it went wild. You know, crack spread like wildfire. And as a kid watching that, crack presented a lot of opportunities to have money that wasn't normally accessible for kids our age. And along with that came a lot of pain, a lot of struggles. I ended up in the penitentiary, ended up serving 6 years because I got inside of the crack game and I started selling crack. And I came home with a determined mind to make a difference. I enrolled in Bible college. I became a doctor of ministry. And I got a wonderful job at the church at Mount Zion Baptist Church, as well. I'm an elder, and God just been blessing me ever since. I've been home 16. This year I celebrate 16 years of being free.
When you look at your ability to have empathy, understanding, and then pour into, like you said, changing lives around you with 413 Strong, let's go ahead and start stepping into 413 Strong. So talk about how you got involved originally with 413 Strong.
I grew up with Gary Pullins, which is the recruiting coordinator for 413 Strong. Once I got wind that he was recruiting and he was a employee at 413 Strong, it became automatic that I joined forces with him to make a difference in the lives of others.
Talk about what 413 Strong does.
413 Strong, actually, the Bible verse is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. That alone made me want to be involved with the biblical side of it, but not only the biblical side of it. We had like 4 or 5 cohorts a year, which is Mental Toughness Week, that guys from ages 18 to 35. We make a session sometimes if you're a little older. If you can come through and pass Mental Toughness Week, work out with us physically, mentally, because a lot of our support system comes from the construction field. And we want to make sure that you are physically fit, mentally fit for the what's ahead of you to change your life. For a lot of our job partners that give, you don't have to be a convicted felon, but they work with a lot of those who have felonies inside of the program. And we teach them financial literacy. We have Monday night mentor sessions with them. Great guys that come through on Monday. We eat pizza and we just share life stories. of course, it's a lot of Bible verses and a lot of Bible study to come along with that. We once after 40 days, once they accept it after the mental toughness week, about 40, 45 days, we get them a job, and we take them back and forth to the job until they, get financially stable. Once they are financially stable a little bit, they don't have to move off campus if they don't choose to. But after so long in the program about 6 months, they can move off campus once they complete the program. But in order to complete the program, you gotta have at least $1,500 in the savings account, car paid for with license and insurance, and we help you with that.
Talk about what the individuals that you're working with and mentoring are going through, because as you mentioned, with your story, understanding, okay, where I grew up, the environment, not maybe having a lot of positive influences, and what does that mindset then bring? And then looking at ways, how do I make money? Having a positive career path versus one that could go down a negative and destructive side. So talk about kind of what you're seeing mentally with the individuals and how you're helping to reframe, like with positive behaviors, positive habits, positive role modeling, to be a positive source on your end to inspire them to go in the right direction.
Well, if you look around, not just in Nashville, but all around the world, homeless is a high thing now, at a very high rate amongst young men all over. Some of the guys may come from the mission. Some of the guys may just be looking for a different way of life. Some of the guys are stuck on probation and parole. Some of the guys are facing federal charges, which is totally different than the state. It's different when your court docket say the United States government versus John Doe versus the state of Tennessee versus John Doe. These guys come from single parent homes. If not single parent home, they may come from their grandmother, living with their grandmother. A lot of these guys never had a bank account before. We're sure that they have a bank account, know how to work technology, the exercise classes, the mindset. We have whatever you have walked through in life. We have that Monday night mentor that can be there and walk you hand in hand through life to do better and make better choices and decisions. But it most definitely got to want it.
Well, I know for you personally, you've had a chance to really pour in and change many lives. You don't have to name any names, but give us maybe one that pops into your mind first in terms of someone you've had a chance to work with who's been able to turn their life around.
Okay, we'll call him John Doe. We was in the middle of mental toughness week, and I seen that John Doe had a tent on his back at the end of Monday night, or Monday evening rather, at the end of first Monday night mental toughness. And I asked John Doe, where you going? He said he was going to sleep up under the bridge. And remind you, it was one of our coldest nights that night. He shared with me that he slept under the bridge the night before just so he could be on time for mental toughness week, because that's big. You have to be on time and show your dedication. But we want to know that you can get up and go to work and do all things that will help you change your life. So that was a big step for me to see him with that much dedication to be here early and to sleep under the bridge close to where we have mental toughness week at, and to get up and be on time without no alarm clock, without any of that. And it was pouring down raining. So I took this guy and he didn't have no ID. We went to the ID that evening. I got him an ID. I got him a room for the whole week. And I got him food for the week. And I picked him up personally each and every day until he got accepted in the program, which was Friday. And he got accepted Friday into the program. He moved on campus. And once he moved on campus, he got a job. He's doing agriculture now. He cultivate. He's a farmer, and he doing good. He at the stage of the program where he about to buy him a car. He going to work each and every day, having insurance, and had the $1,500 saved up. So he bought the 413 jacket. I'm really proud of him.
How does that then change your perspective? Because when you start looking at others and your ability to, take a step forward and really go out of your way to help somebody, but then ultimately how it transforms their life, talk about how that changes your perspective on being a change maker.
Well, I like it. Better men, better families, better Nashville. And that means a whole lot to me, to help reduce the crime rate, the homeless rate, the mental illness rate that's so high, suicide and drug overdose. If I can get as many guys I can to come through and get the help that 413 is offering, it really make a difference in my life, because I like to comfort others with the same comfort that God comforted me with when I was in trouble.
How can the community get involved with 413 Strong, just like you're talking about? How can the community get behind 413 Strong? How can we support your efforts?
Yes, just simply, you can Google 413 Strong program. You can go on the website. You can reach out to Gary Pullins. His number will be up there. I think my contact is on the website as well. You can reach out to me and get your LinkedIn.
When you look at this work, and just like you're talking about, why it matters in the big picture, right? Like you mentioned, crime reduction, workforce, poverty, like all of these things that can be challenges, but ways that people can step in and really be a positive force through 413 Strong. Talk about this larger impact in terms of helping Nashville, helping Middle Tennessee to really lift on all sides. So talk about why this work is so important in the larger picture.
Within 18 months, I had to bury 3 kids from one from suicide, one from gun violence, and one was stabbed to death. I don't want another teenager to be locked up in prison, and I don't want another parent to have to bury 3 kids. I have 3 kids at the cemetery. My daughter's in slot 9, my son is in slot 10, and recently my other son is in slot 11. I don't want that pain. I don't wish that pain on another parent. And if through 413, if we could help that curb that, just the violence or the homeless or the mental illness, that would really help my heart to see that a parent is happy that she could sleep, or he, both the mother and father can sleep at night knowing that their son is in a good place and not just in prison, just in a time building facility. He actually working on himself and can gain a career or a trade rather through 413 Strong and make our city a much safer place.
Yeah, I think working with 413 Strong in and of itself is a big part of the solution. When you look at, your experience, what would you want the community to know? Because I think so many struggle with, how do I help youth? How do I help? How do I mentor, be a positive influence, provide opportunities? How do we curb gun violence? How do we curb, the violence and help the mental health? Like, what do we do to help our youth? What advice would you give for the community at large to really be able to help when you talk about like inner city youth and just, African-American youth? Like, how can we help and be a positive force for serving our youth in better ways so that it doesn't go down a path of violence?
One word: love. If we can just get involved and show these youth that someone really loves them and someone really care about them, will make a big difference, because some never experience true love.
And I think for all of us to realize that biologically it doesn't make a difference, right? They're all of our kids. When you talk about a community, they're all our kids, because you're growing up together in the village, in the city, in the town, like in community. And so you're all woven together in this beautiful tapestry, but you have to take care of each other, and they're all our children. I think that mindset, just like you're talking about love, unconditional love, right? Like sharing love really is a solution, and obviously working through 413 Strong. So One, congratulations on being a recipient of the Mary Catherine Strobel Volunteer Awards with Hands On Nashville. What does that award mean to you?
Oh, the award means everything to me. It helped me with my purpose and my vision. I actually seen myself winning a social justice award in prison in 2003, but I didn't know how it's going to come about. So here it is, a lifelong 21-year dream, a spiritual dream that became reality. Wow. So it encouraged me to keep going and keep pushing with my purpose.
That's awesome. Well, once again, congratulations being a recipient of the 38th annual Mary Catherine Strobel Volunteer Awards with Hands On Nashville with social justice impact in terms of the category. But Larry Powell, thank you for all you do to power the good and make a difference. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Higginbotham Insurance and Financial Services is proud to power the City Current Show. We're a people-first company that protects what matters most, the families, businesses, and trailblazers that keep our community going. As one of the nation's top independent insurance firms, Higginbotham is a single-source solution for business insurance, employee benefits, HR services, and personal insurance that's customized for you. We're here to serve you, the people you care about, and your community. Call 866-377-1959 or visit higginbotham.com.